What is cultural heritage? Cultural heritage is the legacy of a society, inherited from the past and preserved for the future generations. In other words, it is the set of our traditions, monuments and culture, together with a range of meanings and behaviors associated with them. Cultural heritage can be distinguished between tangible and intangible. Which is the difference? Article 1 of 1972 UNESCO Convention defines tangible heritage as monuments, buildings and sites with outstanding universal value from the historical, aesthetic, ethnological or anthropological point of view. It can be broadly distinguished between movable heritage, such as paintings, sculptures and manuscripts, immovable heritage, like monuments or archaeological sites, and underwater heritage, like shipwrecks and submerged ruins. Cultural heritage does not end with monuments, manuscripts or archaeological sites. It is also living traditions typical of our community. This is the intangible heritage that is related to ideas, languages, oral traditions, rituals, culinary recipes, traditional crafts, and so forth. In short, something in which we identify ourselves. According to the definitions provided by the UNESCO, the intangible heritage is made of tradition, but at the same time it is contemporary and living. It is inclusive, contributing to social cohesion, representative and community-based. The intangible heritage encourages the sense of identity of a community, so its preservation contributes to maintaining the cultural diversity in a globalized world. Furthermore, the understanding of the intangible heritage of other cultures helps to foster intercultural dialogue and respect towards the diversity. The two main duties that we have towards the cultural heritage are to communicate it in the right way and to preserve it. These two actions are strictly connected. Indeed, making people aware of their heritage is a first essential step towards its safeguard. In our modern society, media has a primary role in communication. The impact of social media in our lives is reshaping the way of communicating and perceiving the cultural heritage. The media can contribute to raising awareness on the heritage, especially on endangered areas. However, it is important to make always a correct use of the information, considering the quality of its sources, in order to avoid fake news and possible manipulation. The knowledge by the members of a society about the importance of their heritage strongly contributes to its conservation. So, the aim is that of increasing this awareness, making people proud of their cultural legacy. Institutions like museums can play a remarkable role in communicating heritage, conveying knowledge and sensitizing people. It is widely recognized that the preservation of cultural heritage should play an essential role in the political and social developments of nations and local communities. Let's list the different channels for the safeguard of heritage. First, museums. They are the primary actors in the preservation of artistic and historical heritage. Curators and conservators are among the figures who have to protect the heritage for us and for the future generations. A great help can come from the digital technologies, which provide the tools to recreate monuments or objects destroyed by human or natural intervention. It must be kept in mind that museums are not only assets of the country where they are placed, but they are also property of the humanity. So, the international community should contribute to the safeguard and development of cultural institutions in countries with difficult political situations. Second, national and international organizations which are devoted to the promotion and preservation of cultural heritage. UNESCO, the United Nations Educational, Scientific, Cultural Organization, was created in 1945 to promote international collaboration for fostering peace and security. UNESCO confers World Heritage status on places with a specific significance, but it also deals with the intangible heritage, as stated in the Convention for the Safeguarding of the Intangible Cultural Heritage of 2003. The Italian Carabinieri are a national organization which can be mentioned as a virtuous example for the protection of the cultural heritage. The Comando Carabinieri per la tutela del patrimonio culturale was established in 1969. From that time onwards, it stood out for actions to protect cultural heritage. For example, their role in Iraq in the safeguard of archaeological sites was positively recognized worldwide. Third, legal instruments to fight looting and illicit traffic. These particular channels for the safeguard of heritage must be continuously developed. The guidelines for preserving heritage at legal level have been defined by the UNESCO conventions as well as other international bodies. These regulations integrate the national laws on cultural heritage and are subscribed by governments worldwide. Indeed, in addition to the legal instruments and the existence of national and international organizations, it is absolutely necessary to raise people's awareness towards the importance of their cultural legacy. Never forget that the cultural heritage is a property of the whole world and that museums serve the global community.